Hi everyone. Okay, so I wanted to hop on here and just go over contouring and highlighting. I know I've done it before on this group, but it's makeup week. So I wanted to go over that. On Monday I came on live and did like a simple look. This is a little bit more than my day-to-day because I threw on some eyeshadow and I used the lash primer. So you can always add. So let's go over some of the options for contouring. So contouring really adds definition to your face, adds shadows, where like if the light were coming down and hitting you, where would the shadows cast? So there's a lot of products that we saw that you can use for contouring, which I think is great because you can pick which one will work best for you color-wise and multi-use wise. So I'm big on like multi-use products. So if I can use one thing for more than one thing on my face, I'm all about it. Not only does it save you money, but it saves you time. And I'm all about saving money and time. So that's why I love these products and how they can just be so versatile. They're all cream to powder base, so there's no fallout, and you have a lot more control as to where you're putting things. It's all made with anti-aging skincare as its base, so it's not only good for your face, but it's gonna last you all day long. What else? So some of the products that you can use are the color correcting tinted moisturizer in deep or medium, most likely deep to get that more rich, darker tone for the highlighting, for the contouring. And then you can also use the deep color concealer. You can use bronze blush scents, and you can use a number of shadow scents colors. So shadow scents is our eyeshadows, but they are, like I said, cream to powder, so they can basically use anywhere. And I am going to swatch these for you and then show you them on myself. So this one is rustic brown, and this is a really deep brown. A lot of people use that for their eyebrows as well. If you guys are getting your grays starting to show up and you have dark brown hair, this is a great cover up for that. You can just use one of these spoolie brushes, dip it in, and just cover your grays like this. Okay, and then Mocha Java is another really popular color to use for contouring. There it is there. That's also used in eyebrows and shadow. So again, I'm all about the multi-use. I like to mix in granite into whatever I'm using because it gives it more of a warm, not warm, like more of like a darker like gray brown to give it more of like a shadow touch. You could also use Americana shadow scents. And if you want to use a contour with a little bit of shimmer, Candy Cocoa Shimmer is a really good one. Not only that, we also have the Bronze Dust brush, loose powder. So you can use it as a bronzer, like a blush, or you could even tighten up the brush and use it to give you more precise application for contouring. Okay, so those are some of the products you can use for contouring. And then for highlighting, we have a highlighter. and that's called Pearlizer, and it's part of our foundation line. So it is included in this week's deal, and any of these products that you want to use for contouring or highlighting or anything, they will be on sale as well. So that's the Pearlizer. It's really pretty. You can always use a tiny bit for just a little touch of highlight, or you can build on that. There's also 2 SeneGence colors that are really great for highlighting. We have Sandstone Pearl Shimmer right here, which is more of like a yellow peachy tone, and Pink Opal Shimmer, which will have a pink undertone. Another thing I use for highlighting is white SeneGence, which is called Snow, and that's a matte. So if you want to do just matte highlighting, that's a really good one for that. So this is basically the go-to highlight and contouring palettes. And now I'm just going to show you how I use them. So you want to start with contouring, and I usually use the deep color correcting tinted moisturizer for like a contour bronze kind of thing, like quickly. So I'm gonna skip this today because I use this so often that I'm sure there's other videos on here showing me using it. So I'm going to use something else today. So I'm going to use Americano. I'm just putting a little bit by rolling the wand onto my palette right here in front of me. Just putting a little bit of product there, and then I'm going to put a touch of granite in there just to give it a little bit of a gray tone. There's a lot of different contouring brushes out there. This is one. Sorry. Where's my other brush? Okay, here's one. This is an Extreme Structure contouring brush by Sigma. It's F04. And then I also have a favorite, which is not here because it's okay. It's an e.l.f. brush just from Target, and it's shaped like long, like that. But you can also just use like a blush brush if you don't have something specific for contouring, and just kind of flatten it out and squeeze it when applying so you have a little bit more precision with it. So I'm going to use my Sigma Extreme Structure Contour brush, and I'm going to mix these 2 colors on my palette. And again, I'm using Americano and Granite. I'm just getting the product onto my brush, and then you want to go from the top of your ear, hi guys, down towards the corner of your mouth, but stopping at the end of your eyebrow. So you can kind of see right here. You can also roll your brush and it falls like right underneath your cheekbone. There's kind of an indent right there. So that's where you want to add your contouring. And I am still kind of squeezing my brush here. And I'm going from this corner of my ear down, stopping it there. So there it is there. On this side, I'm actually going to do a different mixture just to show you a different type of look. So I'm going to use Rustic Brown on that side. It will be a little darker. So I like it to kind of like triangle, like from here down. To add that structure. I also like to do right below my hairline, just to give the appearance of a smaller forehead. If you feel like it's kind of like not blended in, you can just go back to your foundation brush, kind of go over it a little bit, tapping it out to blend it in a little better. Same with like when you're applying it on your cheek. If you ever feel like, oh, that was a little too much, you can always just go back over it. Okay, so for this side, oh, here's that brush I was telling you about. This is the e.l.f. brush. It's kind of like falling apart, but it's an e.l.f. brush. So it's less expensive, not as good quality, but I like it. Okay, so I put some product there, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Kind of put it where I want it. Wipe some of the product off on this towel. And then I'm gonna go back in and blend it out a little bit better. And I like this brush because it already like gives you the shape instead of having to like squeeze something. So that is obviously like a darker one. I'm gonna blend it out more, don't worry. All right, so there you can see how it just adds some definition. A lot of people like to contour their nose. If they have like a larger nose or longer nose, you can add contouring to the tip of your nose or the sides just to give it a little more shape, or to like appear smaller. I don't usually do that. I'm gonna kind of try and show you. I'm trying to get just a little product on here. So you can use like a shadow brush that's smaller like this, and the idea is to go from kind of like from the tip of your eyebrow down to this corner of your nose. You see that? So it totally makes my nose sink in more on this side than it is on that side. So if that's something that you want to do, it's really up to you and your preference. And again, it's all about making the shadows. Okay, so now that we've contoured, also people contour here. under their chin. You can contour your whole chin to reshape it. You saw those pictures, so it's like all up to you how much you want to add. I usually just go for here and here. Those are my go-to spots. Okay, so for highlighting, I'm gonna use Pearlizer right now. And anybody that buys color correcting tinted moisturizer or foundation from me this week during makeup week, I'm giving you a free Pearlizer tester, which is a shadow sense size, and so you can try it out and that'll last you like a really long time. So I'm just using a little bit of product here, putting it on my brush, and then I'm gonna put it here at the top of my cheekbone. So like I said, you can start with a little bit and keep adding to your preference. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna do a lot. So that you can really see it. Okay, so there you could see that highlight and the contour. Should have put blush on too. So blush kind of goes in between the two. So let me just, grab a little bit of blush real quick. Blush will go right between the two. And blush sense is awesome too. It is a cream blush, which I've never used before this, but I love it because it doesn't come off. It's on me all day. And it's easy to use, multi-purpose also, so you can use it as shadows as well. Okay. So now more of that highlight, and then you can highlight down the center of your nose and the tip. And let me do the other side. And then the last place I'm going to highlight, oh, I'll do more. I'll also do right here at the, can't think right now what it's called. That's a good place to highlight, kind of puckers your lips if you wanted to do that. And then under the eyebrow. I'm also gonna add some here in the corner of my eye. I love Pearlizer. It's so pretty. So you can see that glow. And then if you want like an overall like glowy look, you can always add like half a pump of Pearlizer in with your foundation or your color correcting tinted moisturizer. So that is the contouring, highlight, Here's the palette that I showed of the highlight colors and the contouring colors. If you guys have any questions or like need help picking out a color that best fits you, then let me know. I'm here to help. That was like bothering me. I was shining my nose. Yeah, just let me know if you guys need any help. And let me know how everybody's doing during this quarantine time. It's kind of crazy times right now, so this is the first time I've actually put on a lot of makeup other than like my everyday kind of thing that I did on Monday. I have to say it feels pretty good. I actually washed my hair yesterday, but I didn't blow dry it or do anything to it, and I felt unpleased with my appearance. And you know, that's easy for that to happen during this time. So just take a few minutes for yourself, put yourself together. It's gonna change your mood and help you feel a little bit more positive in this type of situation. So don't feel silly about putting makeup on or doing your hair, putting clothes on at home. There's a meme going on like, who's wearing jeans during quarantine? Like, what are you trying to prove, kind of thing. But you know, if you're getting ready for the day, it's just gonna help you be in a more positive mental state. So everybody take care out there, stay safe. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm gonna be back later, I think, to talk about some fun stuff that we've been doing here with the kids to kind of like keep everybody kind of busy. Okay, have a great day, guys.